Sa pagpagkat ng oras at lahat, mahalaga bang tayo ay katapat? Tunay bang pinapahalagahan o sinasayang lamang ng ilan? Sa pagsigal ng bawat umaga, gawain mo'y magsisimula. Magagampanan mo bang mabuti kung lagi kang nahuli? Maging maagap, matapat at tagayin natin lahat. Kinabukasan ng bansa tayo lahat magkatumahal sa pag-unlad ng mundo ay nasa ating mga kamay. Ang oras ay ating gamitin, at katapatan ay ating gawin. Katotohanan ating panahigin, araw-araw tayo'y maagap pa rin. Mahirap man na ito ay gawin, obligasyon dapat nating tuparin. Sa pagsimbol ng bawat umaga, gawain mo'y magsisimula. Magagampanan mo bang mabuti kung lagi kang nahuli? Maging maagap, matapat at tagayin nating lahat. Kinabukasan ng basta tayong lahat magkatumahal sa pag-unlad ng mundo ay nasa ating mga kamay. Ang oras ay ating gamitin, at katapatan ay ating gawin. Maging maagap, matapat at tagayin natin lahat. Kinabukasan ng basta tayong lahat magkatumahal sa ating maagap, matapat at tagayin natin lahat. Ng mundo ay nasa ating mga kamay. Ang oras ay ating gamitin, at katapatan ay ating
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, teras ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang bihirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulubing, di ka masisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa sibuyan, sa langit ko pagaw, ay hinatang tula,
Let us pray together the watch prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, give us the courage to do and practice the value of punctuality and honesty, and also be able to promote it to our loved ones to give dignity and honor. And Lord, help us to bind ourselves together to do the Project Watch for the benefit of the young and our society. And finally, help us, Lord, to be an agent of change so we can do wonders for our country and leave a lasting legacy. We ask this through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Sa pagpagkat ng oras at lahat, mahalaga bang tayo ay katapat? Tunay bang pinapahalagahan o sinasayang lamang ng ilan? Sa pagsigal ng bawat umaga, gawain mo'y magsisimula. Magagampanan mo bang mabuti kung lagi kang sa pagpagkat ng oras at lahat, mahalaga bang tayo ay katapat? Tunay bang pinapahalagahan o sinasayang lamang ng ilan?
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Check, testing. Check. Can you hear me? All right, can you hear me? All right. Okay. Good morning, Panabo. Good morning, Panabo National High School. The saga of advocacy continues as we set off for today's webinar of Watch. We advocate time, consciousness, and honesty program. Alright? Kamusta po kayo mga nandyan sa bahay? Sa ating mga guests, of course, ang ating speaker for today, our school head, Ma'am Memia Infiesto, good morning. And of course, sa ating mga teachers, students na mga nakaantabay po dyan sa kanilang mga bahay. And of course, ang ating mga STE and SPA students who are the recipient of this webinar for this morning. Good morning. And of course, kung hindi pa kayo po nakapag-like and follow po sa ating Facebook page, official Facebook page that was actually renamed yesterday night. That was Panabo National HS dash We Advocate Time, Consciousness, and Honesty. Ayan. So I do hope that you will like and follow. If possible, you may share. That's to show the Panaboans the wide reach of our program here in Panabo National High School of the Watch advocacy. And right now, of course, gusto din natin congratulate yung mga naging winners natin kahapon. That was Jessica Ticong, our first ever virtual watch queen of 2020. And of course, sa ating napakagaling na estudyante dito sa senior high school, Charlie Queen for winning the grade level argumentation and debate. All right. And with no further ado, right now we will be having a seminar about the relevance of honesty and time consciousness in achieving one's goal. Are you all ready? I know that you're all ready. Yes, you are. Our guest speaker for today is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering in Mindanao State University, Itigan Institute of Technology, with a Magna Cum Laude Award. He also finished as the class valedictorian among all batch 2020 graduates of MSU IIT, a scholar of Department of Science and Technology in his college years, and he is also the Special Science Curriculum valedictorian of Panabo National High School on 2015. So later, ipapakilala po na, makikilala nyo pa natin siya. And of course, we would like to first have our welcome remarks to be given to us by our watch coordinator, Dr. John B. Vasillas.
Thank you, KJ, and good morning, students, STA, BEC, and senior high school students. So, by the way, thank you so much for your participation in our programs and activities last for the whole week, and we culminated it yesterday. So, maybe every one of you is wondering why the school is very active in promoting this watch advocacy, because I guess everybody knew naman the necessity of such values. So this morning, we will have another session for you to really understand why there is a need for you to develop the habit of being punctual and being honest. So you have heard a lot from it from your teachers and from us who are advocating this program. So the STA students and other online students, you will be one of the students who will advocate this watch program. You will be helping us, our watch advocates, and all of you to promote this program in our school, in our home, and also in our community. So I decided to invite a young achiever that you can emulate, because since all of you are very eager to achieve one's goal in life. So the person that I have invited is a person who accomplished much in his age. So I am hoping that you'll be inspired in his story on how he manifested the values of punctuality and honesty in his college days. So students, I am hoping you will be listening and be inspired from our speaker this morning. So thank you once again for attending our watch orientation on the relevance of honesty and punctuality in achieving one's goal.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. John B. Vasillas, our watch coordinator. So with no further ado, of course, I have introduced him a while ago. He is also a special science curriculum valedictorian of Panabo National High School last 2015. A proud alumnus, ladies and gentlemen, students and teachers, our speaker, Mr. Rihan Pamdian.
Hello, everyone. Hello to our STA students and also to all our viewers today in this live talk. Before everything else, I'd like to first say thank you to Dr. John Vicilius for inviting me here to talk with you guys. No, so okay, so to start with, I want to ask these students, these viewers right now, what do you think is the biggest lie that people tell you whenever you try to invite them to go somewhere or even just to with drink with a person outside. So the biggest lie the people tell you guys is this. It's the line that tells I don't have time. So the line I don't have time is like it is what people always say, di ba? Pag, let's say, in-invite mo yung classmate mo, guys, let's go somewhere kanang laag ta, mga unta. So, muna yung ubang tao gid mingon nga, I don't have time. Like, wala sila time, no? So, the principle there, I mean, the philosophy there is that do they really have something or some task that is much important, or are they just making excuses? So yeah, we don't know. We really don't know. So that is the biggest lie that most people will tell you right now. Now, that is also related to my talk right now, which is going to be about the relevance of time management and honesty in achieving your goal as a student. Now, okay, so uh, just just to remember, I was once a watch uh, advocate also. I am currently an advocate of watch. I know watch since grade six. Watch means we advocate time, consciousness, and honesty, right? And I started as an officer of watch during my grade six year on Rizal Elementary School. And it was like the first year or the pioneering years of watch. So basically, watch is still not famous by that time. And as officers, we should really act as model, you know. So kanang among ginabuhat as watch officer model may so nami ginatawag nga punctuality ug honesty, correct? So the advocacy of watch is focusing on on time consciousness and honesty. Specifically talks about punctuality, no? So ang mo ginabuhat is mamatag mig sayo sa una 4 a.m. mamatag mig ato school just to be punctual. Kaya naman memorize ka ng kanang may exist nga like healthy competition among students about punctuality. So that's also a good thing. And you know what punctuality means to other people? It means respect, guys. So kung punctual ganin mo sa mga butang, let's say mag-submit og assignment, mo adto sa isa ka event, mo mo buhat og mga project, if punctual mo guys, you get the respect that you need. People will respect you, your teachers will respect you, your friends, or even your parents, they will always respect you, no? Kung inyong i-practice ang idea of punctuality. Now, pag-abot sa high school up until college, okay, so the idea of time consciousness, dili lang siya mo retain sa punctuality. It also extends to the idea of time management. Now, time management is very critical, especially when you are a college student because there's a lot of free time in college. Unlike sa high school, you go you go to school 7 a.m. and then you go out of school 5 p.m. So like you have a specific time frame, di ba, sa high school. And that is the different thing about college. Because sa college, your schedule is pretty much flexible, which mean nga na kay mga time nga free ka ug na kay mga time nga wala gid mo buhaton, like it's either manlaag mo or mangaon mo or muli ka sa balay para mo rest or mag-study, depende sa imo. So ingana ka flexible ang college ug ingana ka critical ang time management sa college. Okay, so for me during that year sa grade 6, I really learned that time consciousness is defined as knowing the value of time. So it is like getting the practice or practicing the value of time as through punctuality or through time management. While honesty, so the other advocacy of watch that we know is honesty, correct? So honesty is knowing the value of truth. Yeah, so it is being related to truthfulness. Honesty is just being truthful, guys, di ba? You should be honest sa mga sa mga exams, sa mga quizzes, even to your friends, dapat honest mo. And also, this idea of honesty, the principle of honesty can be connected also to integrity and also to transparency. So, what does transparency mean? Okay, so usually makita nato ang transparency sa mga officials nato. Diba, yung mga officials natin may mga like projects. They have projects to be implemented or programs to be implemented. Now, people will always ask kung na dito ang mga funds, kung sa mga beneficiaries. So, kanang ingana nga case is mao ang gina dapat buhatan sa officials. They should always be transparent sa ilang mga projects. Kung nag-add to nilang mga tax na ginabayaran sa mga tao. So, that's transparency. And that can be related. That is clearly related to honesty. Okay? Wala ko tunog. Okay, thank you. So, okay. So, okay, so let me just slow down na lang no para at least kanang dili kayo mawala kay basic kanang lag ang signal, so para dili kayo maglisod ang mga students sa kadala nga galantaw, na slow down ang atong tempo. Okay, so my talk today would is going to be about the relevance of this advocacy na gina-present sa watch in achieving your goals, guys. So the idea is that sa college, you always have free time. But the question is, can you really manage your time? Is time really manageable? Well, I think technically we cannot. We cannot manage time. There is no way we can manage time because time is constantly changing. It constantly flows. Like uh, what I mean by that is that we don't have a way to change our past, and what we can only do is just focus on the present and also plan for the future, right? So the only person that I know who can manage time is Doctor Strange. If you know Doctor Strange of Marvel and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, then he's the only person who can manage time, and he can control time. Okay, can go to any place he want, anytime he wants. So that's pretty much his ability or power. But we people, we humans, we don't have the power to control time. So the idea of managing time roots out to a philosophy about time management. And that is leading me to ask you guys that the underlying principle or the common area, what do you think is the common area between time management and honesty, or time consciousness and honesty? Well, if you're going to draw a Venn diagram between these two principles, time management and then honesty, then if you try to intersect those two circles, making a Venn diagram, you'll see that there's a common area, correct? But this common area is yourself. That is why time management and honesty is related to yourself. It is always about yourself. It is about self management. Okay? Time. So the thing is, we can never manage time. Okay? But what we can manage is ourself. It is ourself that we can manage, and time management and honesty also starts within yourself. That's the idea. So this is the thing about time management being impossible is rooting to self-management. Okay, so that is the common area of the two, time management and honesty. Now, what I'm going to talk next is my experience regarding time management. Yung sa man nakapag-achieve sa akong goals sa college, no? Like, I also wonder, like, how did I achieve this kind of achievement, being on top among all graduates? Like, namo gid ang pressure. Okay, yeah, I can remember ni-graduate ko og valedictorian sa high school, and then pag-abot naman nag-college ako, guys, lahi naman kayo ng world, no? It's totally different. So it's a matter of you trying to ride on with the pressure, or it's totally you trying to just handle yourself and go with the flow. So what I did is, I think both. I ride ri- I ride with the pressure and also handled myself well. So it's about self management. Actually, ako ang type of person na dili gid kabalo mo manage time. Like, I don't really manage time nga kanang I make uh, checklist, I make kanang scheduling. So dili ko nga na type of person. I'm more like of uh, mindset. Okay, I always do the priority mindset. No? So I put tasks into different priorities in that way. So para ma-manage na ko akong time o tarong. Okay, so what I learned during my 5 long years in college is that you cannot totally rely on your to-do list. So, di ba, naman kita yung mga to-do list, and kanang mga to-do list, checklist, schedules nimo, uh, kanang well, paano mo, time plan, dili na siya usually mag-matter. If you're the type of person nga daghan kayo o ginabuhat, dili na siya mag-matter. Okay, what matters are your priorities. So as time management is related, it is always important na i-weigh nimo ang every task. So one experience that I can share with you guys is I have this subject, no, grabe kalisod, like major subject na ako, which is about circuits. And then maglisod you go at first, kay lisod man kayo siya nga subject, grabe ka complicated. So what I did is mas nag-aalat ko og uh, time, mas talang oras ang hinalat sa kaniyang subject compared sa other subject. And that's pretty much fair, no? It's pretty much logical. Kaya no, you should, to know your priorities, it is also knowing how to weigh every subject mo nga gina-take. So, aside po na, kung na mga task na nalista, like nakakagad mga task mo atunon, it is also important for you to weigh every task. Like for example, na kay assignment, nasabay po ng mga project, nasabay po din mga quiz. So basically, lahi na sila ng classification. So if layo pa ka sa schedule sa imong assignment, so you better do your project, right? If hapit na po imong deadline, then you better do your assignments. So basically, time management roots out to the idea of knowing these three things. Okay, I have three things here, which is first knowing uh, urgency. Urgency is knowing how soon does it matter. So if task assignment, how soon does it matter? Diba? Assignment or homeworks, overnight na or next meeting. So basically, dahil yung may balaan kung unsa ka dali or unsa ka urgent ang isa ka task. Now, the second thing is importance. So, importance is knowing how much does it matter. So, na yung mga task na dili kayo mag-matter. Like, kanang magtuon ka og isa ka topic na interested ka pero dili kayo needed as of now, di ba? Dili ka siya bugat. That's why you weigh every task para may balaan mo unsa ka unsa ang importance anang task. And the third thing is significance. Now you might think na importance and significance are pretty much the same, pero no, they are not pretty much the same. Importance is knowing how much does it matter, but while significance is knowing how long does it matter. How long will it matter in that sense? So, bali, if you have some task, if you have some assignments or quiz or plans, at buhaton, how long does it matter? I-check sa self, i-check mo sa self kung kaning a task mag-matter ba gyapon after 1 year, after 1 month, after 2 weeks. So you wouldn't know, di ba? Dapat imo na siya i-categorize. So those three are my basic classifications of on how to really manage your time very well. You must know how urgent a task is. You must know how important a task is, and you must also know how significant a task is, diba? So one other thing that I can also share with you guys is the idea of uh, studying smart. So there's a difference between studying hard and studying smart. Now, some people mas prefer nila studying hard, which is very time consuming. Studying hard is very time consuming. Why? Because you need to study all the details of a certain topic, diba? So that's like taking around 2 to 3 hours, I think, kung mag-study mo. And di ko ganahan ana. Dili ko. Wala ko naanad og mga ana. Mas prefer na ko to study smart. Study smart means you study only the things na priority nimo ma-learn. Sa imong gusto ma-learn. Muagi ka sa urgency, sa importance at sa significance ng mga filter. So dapat imo lang may balaan, classify sa nimo imong priorities that that's the time nga makabalo ka kung unsa gid mo i-focus nga concept. For example, sa math, daghan mo ka concept sa math mo. So it is also important nga you know how to study smart. Dili mo good always kay sa college, sa akong experience dili tanan ma-learn mo mag-matter. Dili tanan learnings mag-matter, okay? Nagiging mga learnings nga kanang mulabay ra, like muagay sa imong mind pero after 2 weeks dili na siya mabalik. Pero na po yung mga learnings or mga concepts, especially sa mga major, kanang mga concepts is mag-matter good for a long time. So na siya significance. At the same time, na po siya importance. So you must focus on those topics, on those lessons. That is how studying smart is, di ba? And one thing po na akong masuggest is the idea of procrastination. Now, di ba, procrastination is totally a bad thing, di ba? People always tend to procrastinate. Balag unsa kadaghan ang task nga buhaton nun, balag unsa kadaghan ang deadlines nga naa mo, you always tend to procrastinate. And okay lang na siya. Para sa okay lang na siya. It's pretty human. But there's a different thing about procrastination. It's to procrastinate on purpose. Na kung if you study smart, then you are literally procrastinating on purpose. There's a difference between procrastinating on purpose and simply procrastinating carelessly. So sometimes we do procrastinate carelessly, like daghan kitag task, procrastinate. Wala taga procrastinate on purpose. Now the idea of procrastinating on purpose is knowing unsa tong tulo ka book categories, guys. So if you've known your priorities pretty much, if you know what is urgent, what is important, and what is significant, then kabalo ka unsay unahon, unsay dili unahon, di ba? So let's say karon ang akong buhaton is, will it matter tomorrow? Will it give me more time tomorrow? So if this task doesn't give me more time tomorrow, then pwede na ako siya umabuhaton. That's procrastination, di ba? But if this task will give me more time tomorrow, more free time tomorrow, then that is what procrastinate on purpose means. It's to do the task that you plan to do today, which will make your tomorrow better. So, if I do a certain task karon nga mo-allow sa kuha nga makahatag o more free time tomorrow, then that is basically how you procrastinate on purpose. And that is also a trick. Like for example, uh, kung daghan kay mo exams, magtapok ang mga exams. Then ugma, uh, so bali sa isa ka week, daghan ka nagstudyhan. Pero unsa man gid ang mag-matter? Na maging isa ana nga imo ang based on the categories katong classifications nga akong dimension, urgency, importance, and significance. If ma-classify to nimo sa tulo, then you will know unsa ang task nga imo unahon anang adlaw. So kana nga task if unahon nimo na siya nga anang adlaw, clearly makita nimo nga tomorrow mas daghan kag time nga mo-create. You have more time. And it's either more time to rest or more time to do also other things. But guys, let me remind you that time management isn't just about doing tasks, okay? This isn't just about doing your homeworks, okay? It is more likely also recognizing how to rest. Okay, rest is very important. Okay, especially karon you're like learning at home. We do like modular learning and also online classes, diba? So actually kani nga style of learning karon na i-provide sa toa or na provide sa toa sa government is basically the same way nga mo learn me sa college. College is having a lot of free time, a very flexible schedule. Okay, that is pretty much what home learning means. You have your free time. Iusa ra hatag ang module. So basically what happens is that some of you, ang mga parents or mga tutors or mga relatives, answer sa questions, mga modules, which is pretty wrong. So, sa kanang sense, gina-answer nila kay tungod kay kulang silang oras, di ba? Kulang silang oras, mag-answer na mahalos na lang sa through na deadline. So, that's pretty much wrong. Okay, ang nakita mo good, daghan kay free time ang nahitabo aning home learning. That's why mas mo arise ang procrastination. Pero if makabalugan ka sa on pag procrastinate on purpose, sa on pag study smart, then basically mahandle nimo ang stress level sa kaning home learning. Promise. If makabalo ka unsa ang mga task nga kanang uh, makahatag sa imo og more free time tomorrow, then nindot na siya. It's how procrastinating on purpose literally means. Okay? So, and also, so if you already know na if kabalo na ka mo procrastinate on purpose, guys, if you know how to study smart and procrastinate on purpose, then basically, kabalo ka nga time is more than just a goal. It is more than just the value of money. Okay? Okay. Actually, we have known like foundations and learning na to, time is gold, time is money. Okay? Diba? So work, you're being paid by the amount of hours that you allotted for your work. Diba? So that's why people will always say time is money. But what people forget to know is that time is more than just money. Time is more than just gold. Okay, it time is also affecting us emotionally. That is why time management is basically self management. No, okay, you tend to work a lot in something, but you also forgot to to help yourself, to satisfy yourself. So uh, what I mean by that is dapat kabalo po ka mo enjoy sa imong life. Kabalo ka mo break. So you'll know how when to work and you also need to know when to rest. So there yung mga klase-klase pamaagi ana, no? So That's why if you know how to procrastinate on purpose and if you know how to study smart, then you're pretty much able to have more time to enjoy with your friends, with the people around you, diba? So you have pretty much more time to rest. So that is why time management is basically self-management. It is how you manage yourself that gives you more time and more that gives you the idea of time management. Now, in the other side of honesty, okay, so honesty in home learning, mao ginang pinaka-questionable current state, no? Sa college man po, questionable man po na honesty. Okay, we always need to have this kind of uh, since free man gid ta, so free ta mostly sa college, especially sa kanang style sa home learning, mawala ang sense of transparency with yourself. So dapat you should be always transparent to yourself. Meaning meaning sa transparency within yourself is recognizing your weaknesses and your strength. So dapat kabalo ka kung unsa imong weakness unsa imong strength. Dapat kabalo ka kung kaning concept nasabtan na ba nako or wala gihapon or basin wala kasabot ko pero di gid na ako siya magamit o di gid na ako siya ma-implement og tarong. So there's a difference ana guys. You should always know how to be transparent sa yourself. And that is what honesty is about. Now, there's no other person no nga makaila sa imo. There's no other person that know you better than yourself. So that is pretty much how you need to be transparent to yourself. That brings you the honesty within yourself, the truthfulness within yourself. So in order for you to be truthful with the people around you, so mga, let's say, sa modules, di ba, di mo maiwasan nga, ang mag-answer ana is, may mga times nga, lahi atong pansero, okay, dito ka balo. Pero, ask yourself, am I doing this because this is what I deserve? People, this is what I want people to see sa kuha. So it is up to you. So it is what transparency is all about. You should be transparent sa yourself. Do I need to do this para lang makakuha og dako ang score, para lang ma-achieve na kong isa ka goal? No, achieving goal is not just about doing good, having a good performance, doing an excellent performance. It is not just about that. It is also about being transparent in yourself, guys. It is also about knowing kung deserve mo na or dili. Kaya na ay part sa tong life, especially sa college, nga mas stress yung tagmaayo. Okay? Gina, insist na to nga kabalo na to sa mga butang nga atong ma-learn. Pero technically and deeply, dili pa ta kabalo. So that's why you should know your weaknesses good. Importante may bala yung weaknesses. Actually, embracing your weaknesses is the best way to be transparent sa yourself. Okay? So, other thing for that is dili ka mo lie sa yourself. Don't practice lying to yourself, guys. Like, if you want to take an exam, then you're trying to let other people answer your exam or other people answering your module, then don't do that. It's not gonna benefit you in the long run. So you should always be transparent sa yourself. Okay? Something like guys. So basically, what I really want to tell you is achieving a goal doesn't really mean that you just focus on having a good performance, an excellent performance. It is just not about ako para sa ko kay uh, I, people might think na good gid akong performance from employer, excellent akong performance. But no, I do have mistakes. I do have regrets also. So daghan kog regrets, ug daghan kog mistakes. That's why that's not so that is why I think dili ko perfect. I may have succeeded on getting this achievement so far, pero I recognize myself as an imperfect person. Dili pa ako kabalogin mo, manage akong time. That's why what I do is just to study smart and also to procrastinate on purpose. So always take note of those two things, okay? So what I want you guys to take away from this talk is first, okay, first, it's not really about managing time for you to achieve your goals. Instead, it is more of managing yourself. Basically, that's true. Dili kayo important nga ma-manage ninyo inyong time, pretty much, always. Kay, di mo gid nato always to manage atong time. What you need to do is basically to manage yourself. And managing yourself is also an advocacy of watch. And I believe that that's the hidden advocacy behind time consciousness and honesty. It's to manage yourself well. Okay, so second is the thing about studying smart instead of studying hard. Studying hard takes a lot of time. It is not actually efficient. Okay, it's better to study smart. You don't need to really learn everything in a book or in a chapter na imong binabasa. What you just need to know is the important details or the key concepts. That's why actually ako, one technique that I can share with you guys is kung mag-answer ka ng problems, it's better maglantaw mo sa solution daan. Okay, I watch the solution, I look into the solution, and then later na ang concept. Okay, if you're going to look for the solution, my God, if I read a solution, somehow I can have a grasp or an idea of what the concept is about, correct? So, bali, if I'm going to look for the solution, makita na ko unsa ang process. So, basically, na ko idea na unsa ang concept. Now, if I'm going to read the concept after that, mas klaro, mas mo elaborate ang concept because of kakita na ko sa solution, di ba? So, that's the idea of studying smart. Dili ka always nga mubasa ka sa concept, basahon mo concept daan, di ba? Ang idea na to is you read the concept daan and then apply it to the problems or examples. So usually nga na to ginabuhat. Then tingala na lang takay, if mabasa na tong concepts, sabtan man na tong concepts. Pero pag mabot na kag-solve, di mo nimo ma-solve. Dili mo nimo masabtan, dili nimo mansiran. Ano mo na? It's because inefficient ang atong pamaagi to learn, to study. That's why I myself do prefer studying smart. Okay, to study smart means to look for the solution first and then apply it to the concept. Read the concepts after para mas mo klaro sa inyo. That's how studying smart is. Okay. Now, third thing is you should always know yourself better. You know yourself better than anyone else, guys. Remember that sa college or maybe karon sa home learning, you might think na murag stress na kayo mo or too much na kayo i-handle ang mga workloads. So don't think about it. More think about yourself. You should know yourself better. Kung feel mo too much na ang imong ginabuhat nga task, kung feel mo daghan na kayo imong gibuhat, then take a rest. There's nothing wrong with taking a rest. However, usually akong pinaka-priority, remember the three ideas that I told you, which is urgency, importance, and significance. Those are not my priorities. The very first priority is rest. Always take a rest before doing any task, okay? Okay, okay, I always start with rest. Kung feel ako good na akong rest, then that's the time I do tasks. I do tasks that are urgent, I do tasks that are significant, and tasks that are uh, important. Okay, so that is the idea of knowing yourself better, which is pretty much what self management is about. Now, as as for this talk, the last takeaway that I want to tell you guys is that time is really more than just a goal. So know when to work and when to rest. Be happy. Always be happy, no? Dili gid ta always ma-stress dapat sa tong pan. Although sometimes di gid maiwasan ma-stress ta sa mga buhatonon, ma-stress ta sa mga trabahoon, but always uh, don't forget to be happy and enjoy life. So in achieving your goal, guys, in achieving your goal, the relevance of time management and honesty isn't just about getting the proper performance, being early sa mga task ng buhaton, but it is also about yourself. So always think about yourself. Okay, managing yourself would lead you to managing your time efficiently. So I hope you learned a lot from this talk, and I hope nga daghan na mo na-learn na takeaways from the facts about this advocacy nga gina-present sa Watch karon, which is time, consciousness, and honesty. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much to all students and to all our viewers. So if you have questions, I'm very open right now to answer the questions that you have on your minds. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Rihan Kamlian. Of course,
Thank you so much,
we will have a
Paul.
forum for at this very moment in time. But first, may I call on our watch coordinator, Sir John Vicias. Are you there? Ayan. All right. So, the comment section is very open for all the students, especially in STA, SPA, and there are basic ed online students who are watching with us right now. You can ask some questions. Our technical in charge will flash the questions on the screen. So I know, Sir Mr. Rihan, that you have achieved your goals really on point, and I do believe that you have really many things that you have shared to the students ngayong umagang ito. Na-excite kami, and we're so very
Thank
thankful.
you so much,
Yeah.
Paul. Thank you so much,
All right.
sir.
Okay, may mga questions po ba tayo from the students? Okay. So that I can read, and here Sir Rihan and Sir John will um, answer. Ayan, wala pa bang nag-comment for question? Wala pa. All right. So Sir John, wala pa daw nag-ask ng question. Ako na lang muna mag-ask, Sir Rihan, no? Is it okay for you?
Yeah, this is pretty much
Okay.
okay, sir.
So my question is ano yung mga there are times that I do believe that there are times that some that you failed. What is the key steps? Ano yung mga bagay na ginawa mo una for you to gain back to where you
Oh
become right
yeah.
now?
Okay, so that's pretty much true. Okay, I as far as I can remember, no, okay, there's one subject now, first major subject. Actually, sa akong first major subject, first exam prelims, I actually failed. Like, ni-fail ko, bagsak ko ato. Okay, then ang giasa kong self, ano nabagsak mo ko nga, so far, good mo na akong performance prior ato, like, tingala ko nga nabagsak ko. Okay, so what I learned from that is that dapat jay imog yung tarungon o uh, kanang point out sa mga concepts na dapat nga unsa nimo dapat ma-learn. Like for example, you should really know how to manage your time pretty much. Kay sa katunga topic, sa katunga exam, daghan kay coverage. Now, although sobra kataas ang coverage, that's why I I I pretty much forgot about studying smart ato. So akong gibuhat kay nag-study ko from page 1 to the last page. So then dili dito enough. So na-realize ako dili siya enough. That's why akong gibuhat sa next exam kay ako nang istudihan tong mga important na topics, those key concepts na kinahanglan para mauto dito ko mag-focus para dili ko makulangan ng oras. Kay atong first exam, totally nakulangan yung oras. That's why I wasn't able to really manage my time atong exam. So, balik kulangan yung oras, so wala ko nakatarong answer. Pero sa second exam, nabawi ko. Akong try o manage akong time pretty much. So, that's the reason why nga nung naka-comeback ko balik sa second exam. And ganahan ko sa result. So, dito na ko na-realize nga, nga to ka-importante ang study smart instead of studying hard. So, thank you, sir.
Wow, thank you so much. That's one thing that I've learned from you, know, that's study smart and study hard. So, i-flash natin yung question, Sir Mil. Ayan. Okay, good morning po. That's from Kyla Nicole Salamanes. Good morning po, sir. How do you handle stress? Wow, that's a good idea.
Well, to answer your question, okay, so if pangutangan mo ako mga classmates sa college, daghan na kog time nga na-stress ko, like super, maka-stress, ang common stress, pressure, tanan-tanan na mga deadlines, magsagol-sagol na sila tanan. So, the only way nga na-handle akong stress is because of my friends. Kung na kayo mga friends, guys, sila gid na ang reason nga nung makakita na sila kung unsa ka stress. That's why they invite you to go out, to talk with them, manlaag, mangaon. So, how do I handle stress? Well, basically, I have my friends. So, that's the reason. That's how I cope up with stress. I go out with my friends. Okay, I know sila needed po nilang ma-relieve silang stress, o ako po hindi po ako ma-relieve sa akong stress. So basically, because of my friends, I know how to handle stress pretty much. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir John, you have something to say or something to add?
Okay, thank you, Rehan. So I have written the key points that you have stated, that I guess it is important for students to remember the concept of the urgent, the importance and significance in doing things, and also do not forget to enjoy life. So stay students and the rest of the online students, since everybody becomes or wanted to become an achiever, please do not forget the points stated by our speaker Rehan Pamilian. So my question, Rehan, is how did you handle the peer pressure nga manglaag-laag bitaw nga naka-deadline? Mga friends, manglaag. Oh, tapos na ay pressing nga deadline. So how did you handle those things?
Sir, can you repeat the question kay medyo naglag gamay sa
sige. How did you handle the peer pressure nga para manglaag na at the same time na ay pressing nga deadline nga i-meet?
Okay. So, kana is pretty much mag-exist mo din na siya, no? Like, sa college life, na mag-time nga, balag na ay exam, nagapoy mga invite og laag, okay? So, how do I handle that? You should always also learn how to say no, okay? People doesn't really need to be like, di kailangan always appeal ka sa mga laag, di kailangan always appeal ka sa mga kaon. So, kabalo mo na sila, ma-recognize as your friend, ako as a friend, kung naimungon sa ko o mo neglect sa akong offer, let's say manlaag ka, pero mayroon siya sa ko, no, na ako'y buhato nun. I respect that. Okay, kabalo ko, unsa iyang priorities. So, kabalo po ko nga, kanang kasabot siya, nga dapat niya na siya exam, so, dili sa siya kalaag. So, ako mismo, pag ako mutubag ana og no, actually, the pressure kayo, mayroon kag no, na friends ba mo na. So, ka next offer. Pero if imong friend is truly your friend, if friend gid mo na siya, dili na siya kanang someone nga just for kanang fun lang. If friend gid mo na siya, makasabot siya sa imo if mayroon kag no. So they will respect you more if you know how to say no to things that are really between stuff like priorities. So, that's it.
Thank you, Ryan.
Wow, thank you so much,
Ryan.
Ryan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That's a good thing, no? Learn to say no. Ayan. Okay, Sir Mil, may mga question ba tayo dyan? Alright. That's from Giancarlo Salcedo. Okay. Sabi niya, how to be consistent as a time-conscious person. Like for me, there are times na I can manage my time and times na hindi. At times na hindi, sabi niya, how to fill in those times na di ako conscious or just at least avoid those. Yan.
Okay, so naman part sa tong life ko nga time conscious gid ka, no? So when you're during those times na time conscious ka, it is better na ako kay if time conscious ko kay usually helpful siya sa kuha. Helpful siya in a sense na kabalo ko sa kung sa akong buhaton. Aware ko sa panghitabo. Pero at the same time, ang effect ana is sa people around you, di ba? Pag sobra ka time conscious, ang people surrounding mo ma-irritate. Di sila makampante. Kay ikaw mismo, time conscious ka. So, the only way na kanang consistent how to be consistent at the time conscious person, how you going to be consistent, basically knowing how to procrastinate on purpose, diba? Kay kung time conscious ka nga person, ang end up ana wala kay mabuhat na times nga dili na nimo mabuhat yung mga buhatonon kay sobra ka time conscious, mawala ka sa imong pacing. So always remember katong three ka things nga dapat mo i-classify every time ma-time conscious ka. It's the urgency, how soon does it matter, importance, how much does it matter, o katong significance, which is how long will it matter. So katong tulo basically will answer your question every time ma-time conscious ka. So thank you.
And 1, urgency. 2, importance. 3, significance. Always remember that, students. Ayan, so I do hope, Gian, we have answered your question. Okay, may isa pa ba, Sir Ramil? Ayan. Okay, wala pa. So, ako din, Sir John, you have something to say ba? No?
Okay na.
Okay na. Okay. So ako din may key points din akong ni note from you, Sir Yado. Sabi niya, time management is self-management, which is very true. Sabi niya, you should always be transparent with yourself and of course recognizing your weakness and your strength. Okay. So, Sir Mel, for the last last na natin. Thank you, sir. Okay. Wala na ba? For the last, for the last minute, last moment. Ayan, so students, I hope that you jot down these 3 important things: urgency, importance, and significance. Okay, meron pang isa. Okay, very good. That's from Tim Robin Remeticado. Sir, how do you deal with people who are not time conscious? Like naamoy sabot na magkita na 8 a.m. pero nisipot 10 a.m. So, Sir Yan, what are your thoughts about that?
Sa kanang nga butang, no, kay grabe gid na siya ka kanang makarelate ko na kay sa college mo gud kay mag mga projects na lahi nga subject, di ba? So ang mahitabo ay lahi kanang schedule. So na ay isa ka subject makita mo 8 a.m. ang ubang mga tao mga abot og 10 a.m. So ako yung may ano kay if okay, wala lang kanang since wala ako personally wala ko mabuhat anan nila kay kanang if 10 a.m. sila ni abot, dili sila time conscious, ikaw time conscious ka. So yung buhat na lang is make the most of sa time nga nabilin para sa inyong meeting. Let's say na late ang isa, wala man takabalo. Ako personally I ask the reason nga nung ma-late sila, pero I dili na ko go deep into that kay basig na sila kanang personal reasons kanang na-late sila, and more respect ako na okay lang sa kawakay. Di ba po ko usually put early, di ba? So I myself dili po ko early sa mga ubang meetings. That's why dili ko gusto nga mga saba nila kay sila time conscious. It's like wala lang looking at the brighter side, not the negative side. So to look at the brighter side, make the most of the time na nabilin. So mag-start meeting early, then make the most of it. So just be efficient na lang for the remaining time na naanin niyo. So ingana lang pag handout sa kanang mga ingana nga mga panghitabo.
All right, thank you so much. That's one thing that we'll try to consider din, no?
Okay.
Especially pag, like for example, these students, we are preparing them um, extend the advocacy that we've had. Like for example, in punctuality, dear students, we are preparing you for the future. Kasi pag sa corporate world especially pag may work na kayo, professional life, you have to do it. And
Oh, yes, that's true.
alam
That's true.
malalaman niyo kung ano yung consequence ng hindi hindi maaga sa
Punctual.
work.
Yes.
Ayan. And I do
Yeah,
believe
that's so true.
na
But
yes, yes, Rian. Ayan. So thank you so much. Rian, mayroon pa ba? Meron pa ba? Sir John? Okay. All right. Okay. Wala na, sir? Wala na. All right. Thank you so much. Sir Rian Pamlian, we're so very
thank you so much. Thank you so
thankful.
much
Of
po.
course, personally, I don't know. Ayan. Thank you, sir, from Team Robin Remeticado. So I do hope that students who are at home right now have learned a lot for this session. And thank you so much, Sir Rihan, for your
Definitely
service
po.
here in Panabo National
Thank
High
you so
School.
much, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Okay, may follow-up question pa dito. Okay. From Winarni Bungabong, okay, of the STE department. Hi, sir. When did you knew, sir, that your career path now is what you really want to pursue in life? Uh-huh.
Okay, so regarding career, no, actually, fresh graduate ako, so I still don't have the career that I want to, and I still don't know the career that I want to pursue, actually. Wala akong yung kabalo sa akong pursue. And because of the uncertainties karon ng mga panghitabo, so we don't really know kung unsa ang hatag sa to sa Ginoo sa ato ang careers, okay? So the question, when did you know kung career ka ng career is really want you want to pursue? I think you will know that kung uh, you are you know nga kanang career is sakto sa imo if you know nga happy ka ana nga butang. If you become happy sa imong ginabuhat, then that's pretty much the career you want, the career na imong gusto sa imong life. Nga na siya pagka determine para sa kuha. If you know nga kanang career, kanang work na imong ginabuhat makes you happy, then that's basically the career that you want, diba?
All right. Thank you so much. One thing din, no, pag if you're enjoying, right, Sir Rihan?
Yes,
Soon you'll
yes.
be having
If
your
you're happy,
career, and I
you're
do know that.
enjoying. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Kahit nung nag-aaral ka pa lang, you're enjoying of the course that you're taking. Then I think, like for me, I'm a teacher right now. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
Kaya
that's so
parang sa
true.
tingin ko, this is the career and the path I really want to pursue more. Ayan. So thank you
Wow.
so much,
So true, sir.
Winarni. Ayan. So alam ko marami pang mga tanong sa isipan ninyo ngayon, mga students. But I think the time is so limited right now. And Sir Rihan, once again, thank you for gracing the
Thank
Panabo
you. Thank you.
National High
Yeah.
School Watch program for this uh, seminar or webinar. Ayan, thank you po, sir, from Rinarni
Thank you so much,
Bungabong.
sir. Yeah.
Alright. Okay. All right. Another session has been unlocked and new learnings has been embedded. Of course, we would like to thank all of the students who did cooperate and participate, especially in our forum. Of course, to our guest speaker, Mr. Rihan Pamlian, thank you for serving back to your alma mater. Sa lahat ng mga students ng STE program, SEA, and BEC online, may mga viewers din tayo sa basic ed curriculum and online. We do hope that you have learned a lot, especially in achieving your goals. And don't forget to exemplify honesty and punctuality, of course, time consciousness. So, good morning. This has been your host for today, Paul James B. Eugenio. Again, this is the Panabo National High School, the pillar of excellence. Good morning, everyone.